Hey friends, wanted to talk a little bit about Project Zero here. So it's styled after this Zork game, and styled by is maybe a little bit of a rough way to describe it here. The idea is we're just going to be entering some text. So the game starts up, you give it some sort of story. It doesn't have to make a lot of sense or anything interesting like that, and you can do a couple things. So the Zork game's really fun. I think we've got a link to it here. Let me see. There's a place we could play it online. Trying to remember. I think we just searched Zork online. Let's see. Yeah, play. Okay, this text adventures site is probably pretty good here. So we want to play that online. No, no downloads. Come on. All right, so here it is, right? So here's the text, and it says, here's what it is. So you could say something like, go east. Oh, the door's locked. There's no key. Okay, how about go west? Forest. So this game tracks where we are. So I can go back and go east, and I'm somewhere else, right? So I was in the forest with trees. I'm a dimly lit forest here. So let me go um, oh goodness, I can't type. Go east again. Now we're in a clearing with the forest surrounding you on the west and south. Pile of leaves on the ground. North or something. Pile of leaves on the ground. I don't know. Go south. Now we're back in a forest. To the east, there pieces some sunlight. Right. So every time we say a different command, we're getting a different option here. Right. Eventually, we get to some place we've been before. I can go back west. Right, and then go. I don't know, like climb the tree or something. So you can give it some commands. The tree or the large tree. Climb large tree. Right, and some things happen. Egg appears fragile. Here's so we can, I don't know, take egg or something. We took an egg. Sure. So you give it commands and you can navigate around. I don't know, climb down tree. Now we're in the forest again, right? I don't know, look around. I only understand as far as you want to look. Look. So this is a much more interesting game. Ours is going to be way more basic here, not going to be very interesting here. So the idea is we just let them do four actions like jump or run or sleep or hide or fight or anything that you want, like climb. And then four navigations like go east, go south, go west, go north are probably the easy ones. That's fine. An option to sleep and an option for help, and then some sort of secret escape word that ends the game. We don't actually have a way to beat the game like we do with Zork. When we type, abracadabra or something, we say the game, you win the game. That's fine. If we don't recognize one of those commands, we display the help text. Say, here's the things you can do, right? You can do these four actions, you can do these four navigations, you can sleep, you can ask for help. You probably don't want to tell them the secret escape word. You're welcome to if you want. It's your game. Again, and game is a bit of a stretch here. So we're going to count the number of turns that the player is in for. We don't count the help command as a turn. And then we'll tell them, okay, once you've entered abracadabra, or whatever your word is, this took you this many turns to get out of our terrible text-based adventure game. But that's all it is. In addition to that, we're using GitHub here to make sure all of our code gets into the GitHub repository created for you by this Classroom link. So this link will make a new repository for you. This is where you can put code, so you don't have to email me code, you don't have to attach code into Desire to Learn, you don't have to do any of that stuff. It's fantastic. It's going to take a little bit of practice, and that's okay. So take a look at the video if you haven't seen it already. That's how you can get your code into GitHub. So if you started your project first, you can just cut and paste it into the repository folder once you get your repository there. Or if you created your repository first, you create your project in that folder and life is good for you. So we're going to be actually working, brainstorming some ideas for Project Zero for our exercise or our lab discussion here. So I gave you this rock, paper, scissors version here of like, hey, this is what it might look like to use methods. That's what we're talking about this week. So think of some methods like what could we use to solve Project Zero? What sort of different ways can we take this big problem and break it down into smaller and smaller and smaller problems? And then, reply to a classmate here and think of, hey, can I break those into even smaller pieces here? That functional decomposition is one of my favorite buzzwords. So if you got any questions, let me know. I look forward to talking to you folks. Thanks.